Let's suppose that we want to find the equation of a line and we know the slope and we know a point in the line. Let's call this point x0, y0. Then we need to use this equation, y minus y sub 0 equal to m times x minus x sub 0. Let's suppose, as an example, that m is 1/2 and that this point is the point 1, 3. Then the equation of the line that has a slope 1/2 and goes through the point 1, 3 is y minus, in this case the y sub 0 is 3, y minus 3 equal to 1/2 times parentheses x minus 1. If you want to solve for y, then you get y is equal to 3 plus, let's break this parentheses, 1/2 of x minus 1/2, and then we get that y is 1/2 of x plus 3 minus 1/2 is 5/2. In the case that we have 2 points in a line, how do we find the equation of the line? Let's suppose that we have the point x1, y1 and the point x2, y2. How do we find the equation of this line? Then what we do is we first find the slope of that line, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and then we pick as x sub 0, y sub 0, we pick this point or this point, and then we use this procedure. Let's see an example. Let's suppose that we know that the line goes through this point, 1, -1, and that it also goes through, let's say 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes through 1, -1 and through 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's find the equation of this line. Then what we do is we first find the slope. The slope is, let's say, 5 minus -1, 5 minus -1 over 4 minus 1. This is 6 over 3, which is 2. And then we pick up one of the 2 points. Let's suppose that we pick our x sub 0, y sub 0 to be 1, -1. Then the equation of the line, remember this is the formula, y minus y sub 0 equal to m times x minus x sub 0. In this case, we have that y minus y sub 0, which is -1, minus -1, equal to the slope 2 times x minus 1. Then we have that y plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 2, and then y is equal to 2x minus 3. Notice that if we select this point instead to be our x sub 0, y sub 0, 4, 5, then the equation of the line should be the same. Let's check this. Y minus y sub 0, in this case y sub 0 is 5, should be equal to the slope, which is 2 times x minus 4. Then we get that y minus 5 is equal to 2x minus 8, and then y should be 2x, -8 plus 5 is -3. It doesn't matter which point you pick, you will get the same answer. There is another way to provide 2 points. Let's suppose that we know that we have a linear function, right? We have a linear function f of x equal mx plus b, and that we know, for example, that f of 2 is 4 and f of -1 is -1. Notice that f of 2 equal 4 means that the point 2, 4 is a point in the line. And this information means that the point -1 is a point in the line. Then we just proceed as before because we get 2 points in the line. Then we compute the slope. Let's suppose that this is x sub 2, y sub 2, and this is x sub 1, y sub 1. And then we have -1 minus 4 over -1 minus 2. This is -5 over -3, which is 5/3. And once we know the slope, we can pick for our x sub 0, y sub 0, we can pick, for example, 2, 4. Remember that you can pick this one or you can pick this one. Then in this case, we get that y minus y sub 0, y minus 4 is equal to m times 5/3 times x minus 2. And that means that y is equal to 4 plus 5/3 of x minus 10/3. And therefore, y is equal to 4 minus 10/3. 4 is 12/3. Then you get 2/3 plus 5/3 of x. Then the unknown function is f of x equal to 5/3 of x plus 2/3. Remember that the connection between the graph and the function is this formula: y is equal to f of x.